In last class we have seen the balanced transmission line and unbalanced transmission line. By looking the physical structure of both conductor, we can say that line will be balanced or unbalanced. If the cross sectional area of the both conductors are same, then we say balanced transmission line, otherwise unbalanced transmission line. Okay. First we have to understand what is tangential component and what is normal component. Okay, so can I say for this paper, this pen is parallel to this paper and this pen is perpendicular to this paper. Okay, let's see. This pen, blue pen, will be the tangential component and this pen will be the normal component. What do you mean by normal component? Means it makes 90-degree angle with plane. Okay, look at this figure. For the perfect conductor, the value of sigma must be equals to infinite. This is called tangential component because it is parallel to the plane. This is called normal component because it is perpendicular to the conductor. In electromagnetic theory, we have studied that the tangential component on the conductor must be equals to 0. Only normal component exists, means electric field will be always perpendicular to the conductor. Okay, let's see. The given transmission line is the balanced transmission line as well as uniform transmission line. The electric field is starting from one conductor and terminated to another conductor. But remember that and observe that this field is perpendicular to this conductor, and when it is terminated, it is also making 90-degree angle with this conductor. Okay. Now observe this coordinate system. This is the direction of propagation, because what is the function of transmission line? Transmission line guides the energy along its length. This is x-axis and y-axis will be the perpendicular to the paper. Look at this figure. Can I say with the help of x-axis and y-axis we can make a plane, and this plane will be perpendicular to the z-axis, and z-axis is nothing but it is the direction of propagation, means z-axis is perpendicular to the this plane, and this plane is known as transverse plane. Whatever the quantity, whatever the field, whatever the plane which is perpendicular to the direction of propagation, we say it is transverse. In transmission line we have already said that the current and voltage travels in the form of wave. Look at this figure. By inspecting this figure, I can say electric field is starting from one conductor and terminated to another conductor, and it is parallel to the x-axis. And remember that when suppose that this is the conductor and there is a current flowing in this direction, if I wrap my finger like that, then this wrapping is nothing but it is representing the direction of magnetic field. Means magnetic field is always in the form of closed loop. Okay, current is going like that. Okay, current is going like that. If, this thumb is representing the direction of current and this is your conductor, wrap your finger. So this is the direction of magnetic field. By looking this figure, we can say direction of magnetic field in y direction. Okay, magnetic field is in y direction, means can I say this magnetic field is parallel to the y-axis and electric field is the parallel to the x-axis. Then I can also say this electric field will be perpendicular to the z-axis and this magnetic field will be perpendicular to the z-axis. Means z-axis is nothing but it is the direction of wave propagation. Means I have already said that whatever the quantity, whatever the plane which is perpendicular to the direction of propagation, that is known as transverse. Can I say it is transverse electric field? Can I say it's a transverse magnetic field? Can I say it's a transverse plane? Yes, because these three things are perpendicular to the direction of propagation. So after this, I can say in the direction of propagation, the value of magnetic field and value of electric field is 0. Then I will say this is known as transverse electric magnetic mode. Why I am saying transverse? Transverse electric means electric field is perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Magnetic field is also perpendicular to the direction of propagation. So I can say this mode is known as transverse electric magnetic mode. Means I can also say that transmission line supports TEM mode. Look at this figure. The electric field is starting from one conductor, terminated to another conductor, and it is making 90-degree angle. Means it is always perpendicular on the conductor. What is the direction of magnetic field? Electric field, the current is going like that. Wrap your finger. This thumb is nothing but it is representing the direction of current. Wrap your finger and get the direction of magnetic field. From this figure you can say this is the direction of propagation. This electric field is perpendicular to the direction of propagation, and magnetic field is also perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Means you can say this structure is also supporting TEM mode. Now let's see the physical structure of the coaxial cable, which contains the central conductor as well as outer conductor. In the central conductor, the current is flowing like that. Okay, if current is flowing like that, then how can we draw the magnetic field? This thumb is again representing the direction of current. If you wrap your finger, you will get the direction of magnetic field. Look, so this figure is nothing but it's a front view of the coaxial cable. Okay, look at here. The electric field is starting from one conductor and terminated to another conductor, and it is making 90-degree angle, because we have already said that electric field is always perpendicular to the conductor. If somebody is looking from here, and then he will see the magnetic field will be in the form of loop. Okay, so can I say this is the direction of propagation? Direction of propagation means inside the paper. Okay, so I can say this electric field will be the perpendicular to the direction of propagation, and this magnetic field is also perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Means coaxial cable is also supporting TEM mode. Now look at microstrip line. Microstrip line is nothing but it's an example of planar transmission line. This is the actual view of microstrip line. Electric field start from one conductor, terminated to another conductor. If current is flowing like that, magnetic field will be in the form of loop. So this is the front view of the microstrip line. Okay, observe carefully. Some field is propagating in the free space, then dielectric, then terminated to the second conductor. Okay, this field is known as fringing field. But you can see this electric and magnetic field is perpendicular to the direction of propagation. Means this microstrip line is also supporting TEM mode. But in the case of microstrip line, we say it's a quasi TEM mode. And sometimes people say microstrip line is nothing but it's the open version of coaxial cable. Let's open the outer conductor, and you just do like that. If you make like that, if you open your outer conductor, it will become a surface. This outer conductor is like a this square surface, this rectangular surface. Then you cut the dielectric and open it, then it will become like that. Then again your central conductor, just cut it and open it, and it will become like that. That's why we say microstrip line is nothing but it's a open version of coaxial cable. Okay, let's see the another example of planar transmission line. This is known as strip line. Again, this is electric field start from one conductor and terminated to another conductor. Look at here, at the corner electric field is perpendicular to the this conductor, and when it is terminated, this is also making 90-degree angle. Because of 90-90, it is bending, okay. And how can we draw the magnetic field? Current is flowing inside of the paper. When current is flowing inside of the paper, and wrap your finger, then you can draw the picture of magnetic field. In this case, again you can say that your electric and magnetic field will be perpendicular to the direction of propagation. So all transmission lines are supporting TEM mode, and you can say this is the nothing but it's a 3 conductor system. And can you say it's a balanced transmission line? Yeah, this is the assignment for you. Now again I am saying that I have given lots of planar structure. This is for this is assignment for you. Draw the electric field and magnetic field for those planar structures, and in next class we will study the transit time, skin effect, and primary constant of the transmission line. Thank you very much. Please watch my next lecture.